I am Lights Camera Jackson and welcome to LCJ Live. Today is Sunday, November the 20th, 2022. Back here for LCJ Live. Today was in New York City last Sunday, for the Critics' Choice Documentary Awards. Also saw Steven Spielberg's The Fabelmans, which is supposedly expanding to 600 locations on Wednesday, though there are reports that that number may change. But I saw it. I was the youngest person in that theater by a lot, and I did not love the movie. If you want my written review of Steven Spielberg's The Fabelmans, go to lights-camera-jackson.com. But Mike Sargent and I also review it, along with the menu on the new episode of the Too Fast, Two Films podcast, which will be up soon at toofast2films.com. If you're also there, you can check out an episode that just dropped about a day and a half ago. We review Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, and Salvatore, Shoemaker of Dreams. So, speaking of Black Panther, your number one movie, once again, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, with $67.3 million. It's at $288. It is certainly going to pass the amount of money Thor: Love and Thunder made, which was about $343. Hey, Liza Friedman, looking forward to your box office updates. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's going to pass what Thor: Love and Thunder did, and probably get past what Doctor Strange did. We'll have to see, but 288 is strong after about 10 and a half, 11 days for Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Will Avatar 2 make more than Black Panther, Liza asks? Well, here's the thing. The thing I always go back to about Avatar. Avatar made so much money. But if you remember, Avatar only opened to $73 million back in 2009. That it had huge second and third weekends and was a phenomenon, getting to that $750-ish million mark. I guess this Avatar will open to more than that, probably more than $100 million in the opening weekend. Will it make more total? That depends on how many people want to go see it a second and a third time. Is it worth that? So this is a big question. Disney is holding their breath. They're holding their breath for two reasons. One is Avatar, the other is Strange World, the new animated movie coming out in theaters on Tuesday night. And boy, with not a lot of marketing for it, not a lot of buzz for it, I have not seen it yet. They did not make it available to me in advance. But man, I'm thinking maybe they could have swapped. As much as I love seeing animation go to theaters, and boy, the theaters need it for families, they could have swapped this with Disenchanted. Disenchanted could have gone to theaters and made $250 million domestically, even though it's not a very good film. Watched it the other day. Maybe that was the better play for Disney box office wise. Hey, speaking of Disney and box office, their Searchlight division got their reportedly widest release of a movie ever, widest open for a movie ever, with The Menu this weekend. $9 million to come in second. I enjoyed The Menu. I think it'll get some steady play over the next month and a half or so, but may not cross 35, 40 million total, but some steady play over the next several weeks. Season 3, episodes 1 and 2 of a series called The Chosen went to theaters through Fathom Events and came in third this weekend. Episodes of a television series, the third biggest movie of the weekend. $8.2 million. In fourth, Black Adam with 4.5. It's up to 157. Rounding out your top 5 is Ticket to Paradise with 3.2 million. It's at almost $62 million. She Said from Universal, maybe they should have opened this limited and then expanded it wide. A wide release open for She Said, more than 2,000 theaters, just $2.3 million this weekend. I have not seen it yet. Another film not made available to some critics in advance, even though it's supposed to be really good. Carey Mulligan, Zoe Kazan, based on the true story. Harvey Weinstein, the New York Times story. But I guess not a lot of people are interested in seeing it, or not a lot of people are interested in paying increasing ticket prices to go see it. I mean, I just posted a little while ago. There are some theaters near me where the minimum ticket price for any movie, a matinee for any age, is $11 now. And that's just going to turn some people away. As the ticket prices keep going up, and the regular price for adults is at least $14 and keeps going up. People are only going to go to the movies once or twice a year, if this keeps happening. You know, here's what we learned. What we learned from the $3 ticket day in September, what we learned from the Regal Monday Mystery movies that have happened twice, which are $5 each. What we have learned is people don't care what the movie is. They care about the ticket price. That's the number one reason they will show up to a movie. At all of these showings of films, Where the Crawdads Sing, which I saw on the $3 ticket day, and for The Greatest Beer Run Ever and Spirited, the two Apple movies from the Regal Monday Mystery movie, on all those occasions, I saw people there who clearly you could tell had not been to a movie in I don't know how many years. At least 3, if not 5, if not 10. Because just the vibe, you get this vibe from people sometimes if they haven't been to a movie in a long time. They're laughing at trailers that have played during 20 other films you've seen. They're complaining about how many trailers there are. The seating arrangements, the reserved seating, getting the concessions, where to go, where the bathrooms are. A lot of those things you just observe, especially if you show up to showings early. And you notice that some people have not been to the movies in a long time. People of all ages, not just older people, but middle-aged people and younger people as well. They will show up to a movie theater, to a movie, sometimes in their pajamas, which I witnessed on some of these screenings, if the ticket price is low. They will pay for the popcorn because that's part of the experience, and they don't care what the price is for the popcorn. If the movie is cheap, they will show up. They don't care what the movie is. There were people on that $3 National Cinema Day who went into the theater and just showed up and asked the person, hey, what's a movie that's playing next? I just want to go see a movie. I'll pay my $3. Now, yes, does it result in big box office numbers? Not necessarily, but it gets more people to the theaters, it gets more people talking about movies, and it gets more money to the theaters for the concessions and everything else. If these ticket prices keep going up, you're only going to see people go to the movies on Thanksgiving, Christmas, once each, maybe, I don't know, 4th of July, Memorial Day. They're only going to go on those tentpole weekends, if half of those tentpole weekends. Maybe some people only go Labor Day and Thanksgiving. Some people only go 4th of July and Christmas. Some people only go Memorial Day and New Year's Day. Yeah, you're going to have people who only show up to the movies once or twice a year. Besides the people who go to every Marvel movie and every DC movie and every event movie like that. That's it. So she said, it's a combination, I think, of interest in the story and these increasing ticket prices that contribute to why it only made $2.3 million this weekend. And even if it's a Best Picture nominee, even if The Fabelmans is a Best Picture nominee, and if it expands and doesn't make a lot of money, the general public doesn't seem to have the interest in these films. Or they'll wait for them to come to VOD. Maybe. It'll be cheaper to pay $19.99 versus 2 people going to the theater to actually see it. It's getting to that point now. And theater chains should be concerned. Lyle Crocodile, 1.9 million, it added. It's up to 43.2. It'll be done. Starting Tuesday night when Strange World opens, Lyle's money will be done. Strange World will get all the family money. But Puss in Boots, The Last Wish, DreamWorks, Universal, sneaking in a bunch of theaters this coming Saturday afternoon before it opens around Christmas time. So Universal wants to take a bite out of the Disney box office for Strange World by getting families to go see Puss in Boots instead. We will see how Strange World and Puss in Boots do with these showings this weekend. Smile, 1.2 million. It's at 104.6. It's very close to passing The Lost City. I think it will, to become the 3rd biggest Paramount movie of the year, behind Top Gun Maverick and Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I think it's going to do that. It needs about $800,000, about $900,000 as well for the total top 5 movies of Paramount for the year to earn a combined $1.2 billion. And of course, Top Gun Maverick contributing $717 million of that $1.2 billion. Pray for the Devil, $935,000. It's at 18.4. Rounding out your top 10 this weekend seems to be a film called Drishyam 2 with $690,000. Do not have the results for One Piece film Red yet. Maybe that'll sneak into number 10. We will see. Well, actually, that 690, it's interesting. That 690, it could be more than that. Because the Banshees of Inisherin, Searchlight is reporting, made $703,000 this weekend. It's at $7.2 million. So there will be a bit of a battle to see which movie gets to 10th place. I'm going to look here on Deadline to see if they have changed. Because originally Drishyam 2 was looking like it was going to come in 10th. In fact, Drishyam 2 has actually come in 9th, according to this, with just over $1 million, beating Pray for the Devil. That's significantly more money than they initially thought it was going to make. So there you go. We'll see how the actual results are tomorrow. But again, another movie, The Banshees of Inisherin, an award season film, a drama for adults. It's only made $7.2 million. The Menu seems to have more mass appeal. It's in more theaters. But there you go. award season dramas. Tar didn't do well. Till didn't do well. Armageddon Time did not do well at all. That's where we're at. We'll see how The Fabelmans does in a wide release expansion. Bones and All opened in some theaters this weekend, just a handful, 120,000. It goes wide this week, along with Strange World. Devotion. Devotion could do well. It's the fighter pilot movie. And, of course, Top Gun Maverick did so well. Devotion from Sony could bring in an older audience and a big audience over Thanksgiving weekend. We will see how that does. And of course, coming to theaters, select theaters this Wednesday is Knives Out, the sequel Glass Onion, which I'm looking forward to checking out. So they say Netflix is not going to report the box office results. You know that either they will be pressured into reporting the box office results, especially if it does really well and gets into the top 10 or higher. They're going to be pressured. There are going to be analysts who are going to be digging and searching and asking people how much money Glass Onion made. Of course they are. It's going to happen. You're going to see the box office results. If they say, they're locked and sealed, and no. They will be released one way or another, or pretty good predictions, guesstimates, estimates for Glass Onion box office. Now, Saturday night on Lifetime, it's a new holiday movie. Kelsey Grammer's so good in this. The 12 Days of Christmas Eve, 8 o'clock, Lifetime. Watch it. If you are a Kelsey Grammer fan, watch this movie Saturday night. And want to mention a couple Animation Scoop Q&As. That's why I have my friends Mickey and Minnie here. Because a week from tonight on ABC and a bunch of other Disney platforms, it's the new animated holiday special, Mickey Saves Christmas, from Stupid Buddy Studios, the Robot Chicken guys. And they've got this new, very sweet special. I talked with the director of it, David H. Brooks, and you will get that animationscoop.com Q&A tomorrow. Also, coming next week to CBS is a new animated holiday special called Reindeer in Here. It premieres on the 29th. And this Wednesday, new Animation Scoop Q&A and LCJ Q&A podcast episode with the makers of that. With Adam Reed and Lino DeSalvo, the makers of Reindeer in Here, this new 1-hour CG animated holiday special on CBS. So new Animation Scoop Q&A and LCJ Q&A podcast episode coming at you this week. And I will have more as we progress into the holidays and into the awards season. We are a month away from the shortlists being announced for the Academy Awards in many categories, including original song and animated short film, the top 15 shorts in that category. Last night, some major Academy Awards honors went to some incredible people in the world of movie making. One of them being Diane Warren. Diane Warren has been nominated so many times for an Academy Award. I met her. She's very nice. And finally, she got her Academy Award last night. Congratulations to Diane Warren on your honorary Academy Award last night at the Governor's Awards, which took place last night. Also, Usain Palsy, Peter Weir. Peter Weir directed The Truman Show, one of my favorite movies. And of course, Michael J. Fox. Michael J. Fox, not only a movie star, a television star, and an icon, but advocating for Parkinson's research. And I had the honor of doing the chair-a-thon a few years ago for the Michael J. Fox Foundation for Parkinson's Research. Congratulations, Mr. Fox, on your well-deserved Academy Award for your contributions to cinema, to television, and to research for Parkinson's. The Governor's Awards was last night. Every single actor who's vying for an Academy Award nomination this award season was there. I just kept seeing the photos and the video and the variety interviews coming in on social media last night. Every single one, pretty much, who wanted to be there, who wants that nomination, nearly all of them were there last night at the Governor's Awards. So, I hope you all have a nice Thanksgiving. I will be back here next Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern for another new episode of LCJ Live. We'll see how all these movies do at the Thanksgiving box office. We'll see if Black Panther still leads the way. It probably will. But Strange World and Devotion could make some money. And White Noise opens in select theaters on Friday. I watched it the other day. Adam Driver, Greta Gerwig, Noah Baumbach. Got a new song from LCD Sound System in the end credits that is pretty good. New Body Rumba. So White Noise is in select theaters. It'll be on Netflix in December, at the end of December. So I'll be here next Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to do a special edition of my segment on 99.5 The River on Wednesday morning this week. So I'll have some reviews and previews there. And for more, as always, go to Twitter at LCJ Reviews, lights-camera-jackson.com, Instagram at lightscamjackson. And if you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe to this YouTube channel, Lights Camera Jackson, to be notified when I go live every Sunday for LCJ Live and more updates and videos, cool animation, interview clips, and more. Thank you for watching LCJ Live, and I will see you next Sunday. Have a safe and happy Thanksgiving. And if you and your family are looking for a holiday book this holiday season, order My Very Rocky Christmas. I wrote it. Rebecca Rem, wonderful artist, did the illustrations. Some of the proceeds go to the Nature Conservancy's Plant a Billion Trees campaign. If you want to get your copy of My Very Rocky Christmas, it is now available on Amazon. So get My Very Rocky Christmas on Amazon. Happy Thanksgiving. Thanks for watching LCJ Live. Bye-bye.